What's up, guys? So in this video I'm going to be talking about how to run an eBay store. So by the way, if you're interested in get rid of your day job, I'll definitely recommend becoming an e-commerce sole trader. It's really good. But eBay anyway. So if you want to run an eBay store, especially if you want to use leverage, which if you want to grow any business to a very large scale, you need to use leverage. Being a sole trader or being a sole person that works for a company will only get you so far. You need to be able to leverage whatever resources you have to be able to produce more for the business, to be able to scale up. So for eBay, it's really easy to set up. I'm not going to talk about how to set it up in this video. I'm going to talk about briefly the benefits and how to a few ways to run it, to scale it, to become larger, a lot faster. So one of the things you need to avoid with regards to eBay, if you want to grow your eBay store to a larger scale, is you need to avoid doing too many auctions. So auctions, they can create you they can generate a lot of money for you in the short term, which is good, but at the end of the day, listing auctions is very, very time consuming and energy consuming. To use leverage, you need to use buy it now, and this will save you a lot of money as well. So the thing with buy it now, instead of, as opposed to auctions, each auction has to be different. So if you have a quantity of if you have 10 items that are exactly the same, with an auction you have to list each individual item. Although they're the same, you have to list each individual item individually, which means that you're going to be charged a listing fee for each listing, which means, say the listing fee is 36p, you're going to be charged 10 times, which is £3.60. If you list a buy it now item and you have the quantity of 10, you can list the quantity, and by the way, you can update this as well if you realize that you have more than 10, or if you get some more of that same product, you can change the listing. You can update the quantity, and you won't be charged for it. You'll be charged a listing fee, which usually is a bit more than the listing fee for auction. But then you only have to list it once. So I think the listing fee in UK for buy it now is about 60p. But if you get eBay store, it's free. But an auction, even if you get an eBay store, they still charge you 18p, which is crazy. So one of the things as well, create an eBay store, they usually do benefits and discounts and stuff where they give you an eBay store for free for like 2 months, and then after you pay for it. So get an eBay store, they give you free listings. Do buy it now, and then count all the quantity they have of one item, list, and then list that item, and then add the quantity. You'll be charged once alone. Auctions, they charge you each time, which means it's a lot of money that you have to pay. And also auctions, the income's not steady. So each auction that you'll get a different price, depending on how many bidders, and also you have to wait a long time. So set up a store, put the quantity for each item, and you don't have to spend the whole day, 8 hours, listing 10 items for auction, or 500 items if you're lucky. I mean, I got to the point, I sell Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I got to the point where, I mean, I started listing, I tried to list, I don't know, I think I wanted to list 1,000 items. By the way, I think that's humanly impossible. I got to the point where I listed like 50 items. I was completely exhausted. It took me like 8 hours. It's really, you have to take pictures for each one, which is really, really bad. For auctions, I mean, if you take pictures and then you can copy the listing, I guess, but you have to for auction, you have to like take the pictures for each individual condition of each card and stuff. It's really time consuming and energy consuming. Set up a store, you buy it now, update the quantity to however many you have of each product. If you're selling 10 products, you can literally put all of the products up in like 10 minutes. Just take a picture of one item, make sure all the conditions for each item is the same, and then that'll take you 10 minutes, as opposed to doing an auction and getting, I guess, faster money or more guaranteed money. And then it's just better leverage, and then you can start bringing in more items because you haven't spent barely any energy. You spent barely any time, 10 minutes, and then by the end you can set up in 8 hours that it will take you to list 50 items for auction. You can set up, if it takes you 10 minutes to list, I don't know, 500 items just by buying it now and updating the quantity, and having like 10 items, but you just have 50 of each, the quantity of 50 for each. You can leverage that time and energy and actually list and buy some different products or more of the same products, and then actually list, I don't know, 10,000 items in the same time. Like, it's crazy. Just make sure the item sells though, and it will sell, and make sure the price is lower than everyone else's price, and then that way you can increase the chances of you selling it. But thank you for watching. See you in the next one.